the culture in a company. There's also cultures in a band. There's cultures in any group. I don't care if it's a running club or whatever. You have to kind of assess who you're going to put your time and effort behind. Because the last thing you want is Miller to be spending a bunch of money printing up posters and doing all this effort, and same for us, and then the band breaks up. So, which that happens often. But you got to kind of weed through that. But it was kind of fun.
Yeah, for sure. Was there ever a time where you were worried about the business not succeeding, or was it always just...
Yeah, every day.
Every day? Yeah.
I mean, even in some of our most successful times, I mean, I worried about it all the time. I was so just totally focused on how do we grow the business? How do we bring great people together, hiring the best people that we could. And I was, incredibly blessed to come across people like Smathers and others that are still there and have gone on to do some great things. We just picked the right people, and we had, and remember we were the front runner. There's nobody even doing experiential in the market. So we had people were like finding out about us and going, I want to work there. There was just nothing like it anywhere else. So that made it a little easier, but you still had to pick really good people.
Yeah.
And, I always look at people and just go, if the parents didn't do a good job, we can't change those bad habits. We're gonna live with those bad habits. So I know my interviewing of people, I'd be equally as interested in, how'd they grow up, where'd they grow up, what's the family about, what do you, how connected, just stuff you can't even ask these days.
Yeah.
You can't even ask some of the questions that we were, which is kind of a drag.
Right.
The regulations and the whole woke universe has killed a lot in business and in our culture. And let's hope it's moving in the right direction.
Right.
But we'll see.
Yeah, because I always like to ask about their backstory too, because I see these big entrepreneurs and it's like, where'd they come from?
Yeah.
Where did they learn all this stuff? How did they grow? What risks did they take? There's so much that goes into it, I feel like. And a lot of people don't see that. I was talking with one entrepreneur and he's like, it took 7 years to become an overnight success. And then everybody sees you and they think you had it from the get-go. Yeah.
And going back to the, if good ideas find a place, find a home is so true. But the backstories of people, it's just, they're great stories. Just all these incredible people that you just find them. And I'll tell you, I was recruiting every single time I went anywhere. I don't care if it was to the hardware store or to a bar. Some of our best people were, in the wait staff, because they're so good with people, and you could just see just how great they were, how detailed they were. And I mean, look, the business is way more sophisticated now, so we need maybe different skill sets, but we still to get that right cultural fit, really hustle and work that.
Yeah. Something interesting that Mark told me is that he kind of found his passion in being a people person. It wasn't so much in marketing, but it was being a facilitator and people person, which is interesting that you bring that up, because you were saying that people that you hired, you wanted them to have good relationship skills and communication with people.
Right.
Which is so big, I feel like.
Yeah. And Mark was one of the best, and just the wacky moments and all memories come streaming off of the stuff that Mark and I and hundreds of others have done over the years. So it was kind of